So today we have a very fascinating phone for you, the HTC Desire 700. So before we get on to the prologue of the phone, let me tell you that this one is almost a cousin to the HTC One. And the people who always wanted to buy HTC One and couldn't afford it because of its hefty price, well then this one is sure for you.
The Desire 700 has a design that is clearly inspired by the HTC One. And if you really don't remember how the HTC One looks like, here, take a quick stare at two of these. So like you can see, instead of premium aluminium body, the Desire 700 opts for plastic one. Though it's quite smudge prone due to its glossiness, and the specs also fall short of HTC's flagship. But the device is more than just a follower in the footsteps of greatness. The camera here is quite a stunner in this one. We were a little dubious if it will actually be good or not, but to my surprise, it came out to be very impressive. Here you see some of the pictures taken by Desire 700. The colors fare well, the pixels were regular sized, it zoomed well. Overall, a great experience.
So now what you just saw was 8 megapixel shooter pictures. Now let's get on to test the front camera, which is 2.1 megapixel, and there's a shortcut to this one. Very neat, and look at that. Now let's just take a countdown of the picture. That's Nishant, my camera person in the background. Nishant, smile. There you go. 2.1 megapixel, excellent picture. What do you expect? It's not a DSLR, man. You guys really tend to get serious. Look at that. Clear picture. So isn't that fascinating? The 8 megapixel obviously was good, and I'm impressed by the 2.1 megapixel as well.
As usual, we've come up with a video rundown of the device for your viewing pleasure. The front of the Desire 700 retains the dual speaker layout, and we're happy to say that both speakers sound deep and great. More on actual sound in the review though. See and hear it too. The screen has moved up from 4.7 inches to 5 inches, but has moved down from Full HD to QHD, which is 540:960 resolution. Not a good thing, I must confess. The processor is also inferior to the One's quad-core Snapdragon 600. In this case, there are 4 1.2 GHz Cortex A7 cores, 1 GB of RAM, and a Mali 400 GPU for graphics. Again, if you compare it to the HTC One, the Desire 700 is noticeably bigger than the HTC One, for the simple reason that it has a wider screen with the big bezels around it. So it kind of looks big, especially under and above the display due to the front-mounted speakers.
So if you buy this one, this is going to act as a real true friend to you. Why? Well, it gives an escape route to people who want some personal life. For boys who have more than one girlfriend, for guys who have an extramarital affair, well, it's a dual SIM phone, so you know what I mean?
You remove the back panel and it gives you access to a 2100 mAh battery and the 2 SIM slots. There's also expandable storage by way of a microSD card slot, which the One sadly lacks. So this one is a star here when compared. But then at the same time, the internal storage of the Desire 700 is also considerably lower at 8 GB. Now what you're missing compared to the flagship software are quick toggles in the notification area and some under-the-hood work optimizations, which the Desire 700 should at some point catch up to. Maybe in its next sister concern, maybe.
So one thing that starts or stops you buying a thing is ultimately the money. Yes, the HTC Desire 700 is but obvious a money-conscious move, and the 700 is aptly for the mid-range segment. This one is priced at Rs 33,050 and acts as a true sibling to the HTC One. In case I've missed out on some points and in case you've missed out on some specs, here's a quick glance at its technical specs once again.